Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Mubarak Ali Khan. I hope you're enjoying good health. Respected listeners, I'm back as I promised that I will be giving you rule number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So yeah, here I come with that. Previously, we learned that how to engage your audience while we are presenting. Mind you, that this is my series in which we are learning how to become the best public speaker. And today it is part two. I'll be giving the description into the description box as well as the link of my previous video as well. You can watch it over here too, perhaps. And then moving on towards rule number 6 that says put your audience onto an arm's length. This is rule number 6. Why is it important? Because you see, sometimes you become too friendly. Let's say I'm a teacher and my students are more than my friends and they won't take me seriously. You see, for example, when I start teaching my own kid or my own son, so what will happen eventually that I won't be that strict as I am with my students. I'm not saying be strict with them, beat them, or some old FG schools in Pakistan mostly. Sorry to mention them. But what I would say is that you have to be vigilant with them. You also have to put them onto an arm's length. They're not very fearful from you, that they don't ask you questions, and they are very friendly with you, that whenever you ask them questions they don't answer you. So this thing should have been avoided. Rule number 6 is very important for those who think that they are friends with the students. Be the friends, but be an elder friend, that they look up on you rather they don't starting looking down on you. Moving on towards rule number 7, and that is a very famous quotation. That is very famous quotation. It says, "Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely." This is hilarious. This is something out of the box. You see, when it happens, for example, when I go to the class and I haven't prepared my lecture at all, and I am powerful, I know whatsoever I will say to my students, they will do it. The worst case which we focused, which we saw, that was whenever our teacher was not prepared. He or she used to say, "Today we will have a test or a quiz or something like that." So don't do that. If you are powerful, so mind you that that power is given to you to utilize in the best possible way. For example, you're speaking in front of audience and you start speaking whatever you have to speak, it won't be creating effect. Rather, give them what they want. And I have a question from you. What do you think? Do you speak whatever you have to speak, or do you speak whatever your audience wants to listen from you? Comment please. I want to know what is the right one with you. Moving on towards rule number 8, and the rule number 8 says the perfect presenter has nothing to do with the word anger. Never give an angry expression in your presentation. For example, there are some people who tease you with their questions. They do not ask you about what you know, but they try to showcase your ignorant part. For example, they know that you won't be able to answer them, so they keep asking that below the belt part again and again. So it should not have been done. If they are doing it, do not get angry. Learn to say no. It's a very proper way. For example, I was presenting in one of the universities in Pakistan here, and one of the students of mine, he wasn't a regular student, by the way. He kept asking me one basic question throughout the presentation, was trying to make me angry because I put him on to short of attendance here. But what happened exactly is I played with him in a way that he kept asking, but I tried to prolong it as much as I could. So in the end of the presentation, I invited him over a cup of tea, and then I asked him to ask the same question he was asking in front of 5,000 people. So what happened? He said, "Sir, actually, I know the answer already. I was just trying to tease you." So without getting angry, learn to prolong the things sometimes. For those who you know they are the real teasers. Otherwise, don't do it. Tell them straightly, "I'm afraid I'm not sure about it so far. I'll be doing my research on that. Can you please give me your email, or can you take my email? I'll be replying you over," or something like that. But don't get angry. This is a very good technique for those who get furiated for sometimes, or maybe they get furious. So this thing I think should have been avoided. Rule number 9: the perfect presenters. They are those who leave 10% time to get the questions from the audience. For example, let's say that I had 60 minutes to deliver what I have to. So 50 minutes are basically, this is my time to deliver. And 10 minutes in that, I look into the ambiguous part. I give them their time to think. I give them their time to ask questions, and I try giving them relevant answers. And I know how to say no to my audience, other than giving some eye by shine to them, other than beating the bushes. It's good to give them what you know and tell them what you don't know straightforwardly. But mind you, it's part of the first step. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Connect it here. If you haven't planned it well, you don't know out of the box, you won't be able to answer them at all. So my rule number 9 was 10% time for the questions and answers. Why you need that? So that your audience had no W and no H in the mind. For example, they don't think what, where, when, why, how, when, who. Once they leave the hall, once they leave your video, whatsoever. So it should have been taken care of. Coming to rule number 10, I'm afraid this is going to the ending part now. Secure a verbal or non-verbal feedback from the audience. I would give you a tip here. If you are taking non-verbal feedback from the audience, it will help you a lot. For example, you tell them that take me as an application today and rate me out of 5. 5 means perfect, 4 means excellent, 3 means, let's say, good, and 2 means average, and 1 means below average. And then whosoever raises the hand, tell them that I'll be counting 3 and you have to give me your answer, or you have to raise your fingers like this, whatsoever. And the people who give you low finger, for example, 1, 2, or 3, ask them particularly that why did they say that? And then try satisfying them as well. For example, they say, sorry, you were not audible, so it's your fault. You did not take feedback in the beginning, and you did not allow them to interact with you. Don't mind this. Let's come back. So rule number 10, secure a verbal or non-verbal feedback from the audience and make sure that they know what they have learned, other than just staying with you for, let's say, good 1 hour and you waste the hour of the nation. That's all from my side, respected listeners. I would take your leave now. If you have any questions, any comments, you have a comment box down here. Otherwise, in the description, you can find my office location or whatsoever, wheresoever you want to meet me. I'm available for that as well. It was nice talking to the camera today. Bye bye.